Good evening, I am Aletya Puchadikami from your Met Office. All right then, you cheeky little bullshit merchants, welcome to the afternoon forecast, where apparently the official line is still plenty of blue skies and sunshine for many. Yeah? Because I've just looked outside and what I'm seeing is a sky that started off looking half decent this morning, then got absolutely fingered to death by line after line of white aerial gunk until it ended up looking like somebody stretched a used condom over the fucking town. That's not just a bit of high cloud, you slippery little weather nonce. That's a full-blown sky vandalism session. You wake up, curtains open, nice bit of blue overhead, maybe a bit of optimism in the chest, maybe even a little, ooh, spring's finally showing a bit of leg. Then here comes the procession, one streak, then another, then a diagonal bastard, then the long dragged out rails, then the spreading, then the feathering, then the whole lot starts merging into that familiar milky goblin soup that turns the atmosphere into a giant bowl of diluted cunt custard. And then this smarmy prick stands there on the map going, well yes, lovely sunshine for England and Wales. Well, sunshine through what, you daft twat? A ceiling of smeared aerial jizz, because that's what it looks like out there right now. Not a clean spring sky, not a fresh, bright afternoon. A filthy, stretched out white bastard broth like the entire sky's been wiped over with a diseased dishcloth soaked in wallpaper paste and old spunk. Now officially, they'll dress it up all nice and tidy. High pressure here, a bit of a cold there, weak fronts to the north, bits of drizzle in Scotland, some warmth in Wales, temperatures above average, lovely, great, fantastic. And meanwhile, the actual sky over people's heads has gone from blue to a chemically fucked rice pudding skin in the space of a morning, and nobody on the polished little weather screen can bring themselves to mention the obvious. Just stand there smiling. You map pointing, helmet. Pretend we can't fucking see it. Northern bits can keep the thicker cloud and murk. Bits of drizzle, bits of showers, bits of this and that. But further south, they'll still keep selling it as some kind of glorious spring treat. A beautiful day, if you like sunshine. No, mate, a beautiful day was before the sky got dragged through the visual equivalent of a public toilet floor mop. Because now what you've got is that grim, familiar look. Not proper cloud, not proper blue, just that pale, synthetic, smeared over haze that makes the whole atmosphere look like it's recovering from a bukkake party at 35,000 feet. And the worst bit is the casualness of it. That's the bit that really takes the piss, because we're all just meant to nod along while the heavens are being turned into a thin white slurry of stretched out bollock fog, and the bloke on screen says, warmer than average with a fair amount of sunshine. Fair amount of sunshine. Yeah, and I've got a fair amount of patience left for this bollocks, which is to say absolutely none. Temperatures, yes, are decent enough. Mild for March. Pleasant if you're stood in the right spot. A bit breezy around some coasts. Cooler under thicker muck further north. Fine, that much is believable. But visually, the sky looks like it's been molested by invisible crayons. You can see it with your own eyes. Long rails, crossing lines, spread out streaks, that whitening haze taking over, the blue getting diluted into this anemic, piss-weak, luminous soup. But still, they'll never say it, will they? Never a word about the fact the sky now looks like a smoker's lung stretched over a lamp. Never a whisper about how it's gone from crisp to claggy. Never a mention of the fact it resembles a fucking Petri dish in a vape shop, just sunny in places, bright for many, and some thin cloud. That's not some thin cloud, you grinning little shithouse. That's the atmosphere looking like it's been basted. But let's translate that properly, shall we? What they mean is another day where the public gets a brief flirtation with a decent looking sky before it's gradually turned into pale airborne cock broth while the official script pretends everything is innocent, natural and not remotely weird looking at all. So that's about it. I have been a letcha putya deakin me, and that was your weather. Please remember, people, if you watched it and you liked it, then share it for others to enjoy as well. Your comments and shares are super important to Liam Stoneley, so please check him out for more great content. Bye for now.